A fast-moving grass fire in Douglas County had people on edge today. Tonight, that fire is 100% contained.
9 News reporter Janelle Finch joins us from that area out near Sedalia after watching those firefighters handle their business today. Janelle?
Yep, Kyle, Alex, as you can possibly see behind me, total darkness. There is no sort of flame or light coming from any sort of fire. Things are really calm here in the Perry Park area, but that was not the case just a couple hours ago. That fire that you just mentioned grew to 150 acres and took off pretty fast. Gusty winds didn't help the situation, causing a very, very, very dangerous and scary scene for some of these homeowners out here. The Douglas County Sheriff's Office said the fire started around 12:30 p.m. 8 agencies, including one from El Paso County, worked together to stop the fire from spreading and get it contained. At one point, nearly 850 homeowners were on pre-evacuation, ready to leave if things got worse. The Sheriff's Office says no structures were burned in the fire. They say it was a successful day, but firefighters know it doesn't always end up like this.
I know memories are short, but it was only a couple years ago that a grass fire took out many, many homes not too far from here in Boulder County. So pay attention, sign up for emergency notification in Douglas County, that's code red.
Larkspur Fire says that they really want you to know that fire season is year-round in Colorado, and that's why they want you to be aware and be ready in a moment's notice. The fire tonight, the cause of it is being under investigation by the Douglas County Sheriff's Office.
All right, Janelle, thank you so much. You know, after all the major wildfires Coloradans have lived through, especially as of late, it can be nerve-wracking to even see smoke in the air. Boulder County is making it easier for firefighters and the public to keep track of burns that are planned ahead of time.
9 News reporter Jennifer Meckles shows us how this new technology works, and hopefully it'll take pressure off dispatchers.
To the very bottom.
The concept is pretty simple. If you want to burn in unincorporated Boulder County,
and you come down here and then pick what kind of burn you're going to do,
you have to register to let the county know.
And this gets automatically updated when people register their intent to burn when they get the permits.
What used to be a call-in system is now an online portal.
And then that kind of helps dispatch out with putting it on a map that everyone can see, and ultimately to lessen the calls that they get for smoke reports.
Lessen those dispatch calls by thousands, they hope.
Yeah.
Boulder County Fire Operations Specialist Kyle Holsinger says this streamlines the county process.
If we get a smoke report, you know, the address comes up and we can look at the map and say, oh, that it could be this burn.
In this county, after the Marshall Fire and NCAR fire, seeing smoke can really stress people out.
You know, the last 5 days there's been 3 ag burns.
Holsinger hopes this tool can also soothe that anxiety.
You know, you look at the map as a citizen, and it's more peace of mind. You say, oh, I see a column over here by 66, and then, oh, I have this map I can look at, and oh, okay, they're doing a burn back there. That's probably it.
The Boulder County Sheriff's Office knows an online map will not stop every call, but more clarity couldn't hurt.
Hopefully, this is about transparency. This is so they see that this is that many permits going on. I think it should bring a different level of trust to the fire departments, to the county. We're tracking; they can see, so they can see that we're staying on top of it.
So on a high wind day, a day where it would not be appropriate to burn, this new system lets Boulder County stop any new burn registrations. They tell me this portal literally will block someone with a big red banner saying, nope, you're not burning today. They plan to grow this technology out, tracking other legal burns, things like the Forest Service, ceremonial burns. They hope to even connect this system one day to the wildfire cameras that are spread across Boulder County.
It's so smart, it's so instinctive, Jenny. It's one of those things where you're like, whoa, we didn't already have that? I mean,
Right.
It seems to serve a very obvious need.
Yeah, that was kind of my thought too. Like, we weren't already doing this, but nope, not till now. So there it is.
Very good. Jenny Meckles, thank you.
Let's get you a live look outside on this Friday night. A little bit gusty today along the Front Range, but for this weekend, no snow. Finally.
Woohoo!
That's right.
We're wooing and we're hooing, Lauren.
That's great, but following Jennifer Meckles' story there, we will have some gusty winds this weekend. Some areas will be under fire weather watch, so all is not clear. We don't have snow though. We can continue to woohoo about that. We're at 37 degrees right now at DIA, very clear, dry. We have winds coming in from the south at around 7 miles per hour, so that's making it feel closer to 32 degrees on the skin. A pretty chilly evening tonight, but nothing outside of our normal thermal range. Now we take a look at our HD Doppler radar. Not a whole lot happening over central and western portions of the country right now. That includes Colorado. We have some minor cloud cover pushing in to the southern portions of the western slope, but that's really about it. As we go through the weekend, though, we will have a couple of areas that'll be under fire weather watches. This is going to be central portions of the plains tomorrow. Then as we move into Sunday, southern portions of the Front Range and I-25 corridor. All of these areas are going to be very windy, very dry. We're going to watch for increased fire weather danger there. But as we move ahead to my 7-day forecast, we will talk more about the sunny, warm weekend we have ahead. We'll talk more about that fire weather danger and those gusty winds. We'll also talk about some chances for rain and snow coming in on Tuesday. I'll have all of those details for you just ahead.
The University of Wyoming is mourning the loss of 3 students killed in a crash in rural northern Colorado. They were driving on Highway 287, about 10 miles from the state line. Tonight, the 2 other students who were in that car are out of the hospital. The university says all 5 students are members of the swim team. 9 News reporter Lawrence Cafidi reports from the Wyoming campus.
This memorial stands to honor students who died while attending the University of Wyoming. Today, the university is remembering 3 more students killed in a car crash. Luke Slaber was a junior from South Africa studying construction management. Charlie Clark was a sophomore from Las Vegas studying psychology. Carson Muir was a freshman from Alabama studying animal and veterinary sciences. The university says 5 students, all swimmers, were in a car driving on Highway 287 yesterday. Colorado State Patrol says the car in front of them slowed down. The student's car swerved off the shoulder. The car rolled several times. Luke, Charlie, and Carson were killed. The 2 other students suffered minor injuries. The university says it is a somber day on campus today.
It's a great sadness. People, young people in the kind of the bloom of their lives to be lost like that with so much potential, so much life. It's very, very hard. But this is the time that you just have to weather the storm and get through it.
The other 2 students in this crash were taken to the hospital and released. This comes as the women's swim team is competing in Houston for the championship. Counseling services are available for students, athletes, and coaches. That can be found at the university's counseling center.
So this was not the first deadly crash on that stretch of Highway 287 involving University of Wyoming students. Back in 2001, a crash on September 16th killed 8 members of the school's cross-country team. They were in a Jeep when a drunk driver crossed the center line and slammed into their vehicle. That driver was also a University of Wyoming student. He pleaded guilty and was paroled after 9.5 years in prison.
Now CDOT is studying that stretch of 287 and how to improve safety there. CDOT data from October shows there were 570 total crashes on Highway 287 from Ted's Place to the Wyoming border in the past 5 years. 15 people died. 116 people were hurt. CDOT is studying driver behavior, speeding, and wildlife as a factor. They say options to make the road safer include adding passing lanes or wildlife fencing. In total, CDOT tells us the safety improvements could cost a total of $10 million.
So there's a wide range of things, looking at all of those different areas and trying to figure out what can we do that will give us the best bang for the buck and keep as many people safe as possible.
CDOT is planning to release their findings in the next week. They're reworking the study to include yesterday's crash. The intersection where it happened is now considered the most dangerous on that entire stretch of Highway 287, meaning it will be the first in line for improvements.
Police in Aurora say a deadly hit-and-run crash this morning started as a traffic stop. Police pulled over a driver around 5 o'clock in the morning, Colfax and Havana. Police say that the driver stopped, and then as an officer approached, driver took off, ran a red light, and hit somebody on the crosswalk. APD says they found that car, 2008 Hyundai sedan, with no license plates. Still looking for the driver. If you know anything about this crash that killed a pedestrian, you're asked to call Crime Stoppers.
The student accused of killing 2 people on a college campus in Colorado Springs had threatened to kill his roommate before. That's according to the arrest affidavit. Nicholas Jordan appeared in court this morning. Police say he shot and killed his roommate, Samuel Nope, and Celia Rain Montgomery in a dorm room at the University of Colorado Springs last Friday. An arrest affidavit says Jordan threatened to kill Nope last month after he left a bag of trash near Jordan's door. They also argued over Jordan smoking marijuana inside the dorm. Today, Jordan's attorney tried to convince the judge to let Jordan leave jail without paying any bond. Well, the judge didn't budge on that, and Jordan's bond remains at $5 million cash.